Sounds good.
Wait.
Preparing all my slurs.
Wait. Everybody leave and come back. Eric, you have to give the intro.
Hello.
I feel okay. Listen, let me start. I feel like the Discord sound opening to a stream is just like
Peak.
Yeah.
It's just peak.
Whatever it
Danny
Sorry.
is
Voice
banned.
decay.
is.
What?
What?
Danny's banned.
Voice?
Danny has been banned. Good to know.
What the heck does that mean?
Why do I always have so much trouble finding your stream? I'm literally subscribed to you.
I don't know. I have trouble finding my stream on my own freaking accounts on my phone. What's no working? What the hell does that mean?
I literally have to search you.
Danny,
up.
your internet broke. Good job.
Broke Danny.
No, Danny broke himself.
Oh, maybe I have to calibrate. Have you recalibrated? Oh god,
It's a Nicholas.
he got replaced.
Nice.
Sorry, I heard instead of hearing the entrance sound effect to Discord, I heard the exit when I entered.
We've been banned.
Did
Let him
you say
in.
we love bussies? By that we mean bus.
No. That's for you. That's just for you.
What?
Those are Douglas.
This is a QR code.
I'm here.
All right.
Perfect.
Free for students.
Alrighty.
Yeah, baby.
So what's
Wait, whoa,
what's
whoa.
your guys' guess?
Learn more. Vote and help keep bussies fair, free for students.
Yes, that's an important. Thank you. I agree, Nick. That's a very base take of you.
I'm sorry. Who is free for students?
Bussies.
Jeez, guys, my mom's gonna watch this.
That's okay.
Hi, Paula.
Hello.
Hey, Paula. James is sending me bussy advertisements.
already on the topic.
Oh,
Tell me
God.
It's
No.
Anyways, Paula. So a bussy is typically referred
What?
to as like a twink or a femboy,
What?
and it is a
Okay.
He got it.
No.
He got it.
Okay, we're
Took him
safe.
Took him out.
We're safe now. Crisis averted. Man. Holy
Been banned.
You got taken out by a sniper.
There we go.
Okay.
Anyways,
so
guys, so I went into
I
this,
feel.
like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
went into that like Chinese mental conditioning camp. James just sent me there real quick. I'm better now.
Nice. Perfect.
Pussy has been banned.
When
That's a
people say
wild
communist
transition.
doesn't work.
Lorem ipsum. Wait, hold on. Now.
Lorem ipsum.
I feel like if
Oh.
anything, communism is like this. This is wild. Communism is pro pussy.
What?
Now you're the one talking about it.
Listen, it's your fault.
It's on his mind now.
So this topic that you posted, what do we think? it
Yes.
is? It's
What
like-
do you think it is?
I think that you're going to discuss the relative shift in time when you're drunk and or asleep and how it impacts. Am I wrong?
You are wrong. But that is a nice
Yeah,
follow-up
I
topic.
figured. I don't think it is. I'm bed. Yeah, I got it.
All right. So here it is. This
Alright.
topic came from has a little bit of context. So the topic is how will time, like the future, impact consent or not consent, age of doing things. So that's what the drinking is for. The context for this is I was reading a story set in the future, and in this story, people's average lifespan is 400 years. Technology, medical, all this, cosmetic, surgeries, all that. So people's average lifespan is about 400 years. So they changed when you're considered an adult from like 18 to like 36. And I'm wondering if our lifespans ever get to like 400 as like humans, if we would do the same thing.
That is interesting because I think the whole point of the age of consent isn't that it's a proportion to the total lifespan, but that you're like supposed to be mature enough to make a decision. And in theory, that wouldn't change. But maybe if everybody's older, then like young people look that much more immature until
Well,
they reach a certain.
when you think about it like this, we were like marrying people off way back when at like 12, when people's average lifespans were like 40.
I think that the priorities have shifted. That's my guess. Like I don't know that
I
was
agree.
because-
I do believe the
yeah.
priorities shifted. And I'm saying that in the future, if our lifespans increase again, would they shift again? Because we have current
That's a good
scientific
point.
data. The brain doesn't stop developing until like mid 30s.
Yeah,
But it was
so
around
there's-
26. That it.
I thought they said it was now
Well,
30.
I think there's two aspects. There's like a physiological aspect, and then there's a psychological aspect. Like I think you have a developed brain at 25 or 26 or whatever, but you kind of keep changing as a person until you become an adult and probably have kids, and then like you probably start to mellow out. It's like you have a rise and then a decline after that. So maybe
Yeah.
36 is
Although
like
they do
that
do
peak.
say that your brain's ability to adapt to new information decreases as you hit elderly, like
Yeah.
50, late 50s, early 60s.
Yeah, no, it makes sense though, because if you live in a world where everybody's like up to 400 and you go through like a maturing like metamorphosis at 36, where before that you were young and brash, an adult by our standards, but not by the future's old people who are all 400 standards, then to them, you know, older people would still see them, though they might have a fully functioning.
Yeah. Well, they had it like you would go into like school at like 30 when that was like your high school, like university age at like 30, 36.
That's fascinating too.
Now, I will say this was also like a mech show, so like we were already in planet development stage.
Yeah, what I feel like is interesting with that concept of like moving everything back is that I think school is a really big part of your introduction to society. You're kind of getting in at somebody's early years to form them into the person they are.
Yeah.
Which, like, just living at home in a household means that you only really have one person at school to the rest of them. So if you wait until after they're a fully like mature adult to start school, then like how weird are those people going to be having been 30 years fully matured in like a household with fewer opinions? I mean I assume
Yeah.
that they don't just like stay at home for those 30 years.
Well, I would assume that you do like real educational schooling at like 20, 30. And all schooling prior to that is purely like quote unquote a daycare, where the whole purpose is just
Oh, it fully is just
Well,
a
well, like
Yeah.
daycare at like 12, but like the whole purpose is to make a societal system in that schooling to introduce children to it. But like real education isn't taught until further in. Obviously, like if the kid wants to like read like a book about dinosaurs, he can go to the library and read a book about dinosaurs, but he's not taught that. He has to
You can
see-
definitely
do that
learn things in
himself.
elementary school, but it's more just so like conditioning and brainwashing, so you
Yeah.
follow through the factory education, so you become a good citizen.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
They
kind
beat
of
the
what I was
happiness out of you.
Yeah, honestly. They beat the rebelliousness out of you.
I wonder, I mean, going back to the original thing, which is like this whole age and like how it creates thresholds, but maybe in this fantasy world they've eliminated dementia. But in our world, if you go above 80 and all of a sudden your brain stops working, like, is there an upper age of consent where after
Yeah.
that you can't function anymore? Is that already a thing?
Yes. Just look at Joe Biden and his presidency.
But like he's able to consent to nuclear war. That's what I'm saying. Like there is.
Is he though? He couldn't consent to walking down the fucking stairs.
Bro, Trump shit himself.
If
you can't control your
able
bowels.
to do it and like actually being able.
He's in control of a company and he can't control his bowels.
I think what I'm trying to say is, I don't know if there is an upper age of consent. There's like a mental status where it gets revoked, but does that exist in a world where everybody like above 80 has dementia for 320 years?
Well, this is in the fantasy world. They, medical technology surpassed that, and everyone kept their like mid 30s appearance until like 300. But like
Hmm.
Oh, wow.
obviously it's a fantasy system in a fantasy world. But like the question still stands. If when you reach a certain age, should you have your consent abilities revoked?
I mean, maybe let's take this to more of a topic. What age do you think major milestones should be constrained to if we had the power to change? And by that I mean like alcohol rates, age consent, all those
Oh, multiples of 5 to make it easy.
26.
kind everything at
26
26.
for everything,
Yeah, 26 for everything.
including entering the workforce.
Yeah, 26.
So
Okay,
do
so I was
think-
going to argue
That'd be fun.
multiple of 5s to be like, okay, 25 should be consent, alcohol, drugs, tattoos, piercings, all that fun stuff.
Oh, tattoos and piercings.
You don't get a
I'm-
rock and roll until you're 25. You get
Why not?
nothing.
How come?
I'm
You
going
can enter the workforce
to
at 5.
Back this choice.
I'm going
How
to
come?
disagree with Nick on this one.
Yeah, me too.
Alcohol, I agree with 25. Same with other
do?
drugs like marijuana. If you
do-
can get your
you
hands
do?
on it, like meth, all that. 25 is reasonable for that. I think
Sure.
in terms of consent, I think 20.
Huh?
Okay,
Wait.
when do you think they should enter the
Fine.
military?
I think that should be 25.
Okay.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay, so
Workforce, I think-
hold on. You're saying age of consent, alcohol, and military is all at 25? We're gonna have a
No,
bunch
I
of
said
drunk gay
consent is
people
at
in the army.
James, I said consent is at 20. Alcohol
20?
and military are 25.
I think they shouldn't allow gay people in there. I mean,
That's a different topic. We'll get to that in a second.
I think they shouldn't allow anybody in the army.
I think we should just move armies and replace them with gamers.
I'm on
I'm
board.
gonna replace you with a gamer in a second.
Okay,
Please
anyways,
do.
back to
Maybe my
the
league
point.
rank
So,
will be higher.
why tattoos and piercings to 25?
They're pretty permanent. They're like, I think for permanent modifications to the body, you should have to wait until your brain develops.
How do you feel
Yeah.
about
Fair.
transgender people?
Mhm.
20.
I mean, as long as
Okay,
they're not
so-
bothering anyone, I don't care.
For that, I am not a medical doctor.
I am not a medical doctor.
I am not a doctor in anything.
Well,
Hormone
step it up.
blockers.
Step it up, punk.
I
just
suppose,
delay.
like, obviously we can't compare like transgender to piercings and tattoos that are purely vain. I'm just like, it's an interesting parallel. It is technically like probably a pretty permanent change to.
One is also like, I think people should have medical care before they're 25, and they should have therapy and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry.
for that, like, yeah, people below 25 should be able to have. They get to pick like their clothing that they wear.
Hmm.
Like, I'm not saying take away all free will if you're below 25. I'm saying things that are easily regrettable
This
should be held off.
This comes into a interesting topic that this is going to be. I don't have any knowledge about this. This is just imagination and opinion. Does someone's desire to transition, is that a nature aspect, as in they feel that in their nature, or is that like education wise, like they were like taught into that?
Is it-
Mhm.
I think
The rate of like regret, I don't know if that's the correct measurement, for people who transition is very low. Like, divorce rate, it's at 50% or something.
Yeah. Well, my thought process is, if you feel unconfident in your body in a certain way, and current education is not gentle in being like, hey, it's okay if you feel this way about yourself now. In the future, you might feel the same way, you might feel different. It's usually leaned in two extremes. It's one, fucking man up, do this, do that, and the other is the opposite opinion, which is, oh, clearly you just were born in the wrong body, but we can change that into the one that you feel better with. And it's the two extremes. There's no like in between where it's like this is just
I
like a
feel like-
temporary thing.
That's not very extreme. Hey, you hate your body, we can change it. That seems like a good thing.
Yeah, yes, but it doesn't. It's not. It's a temporary. It's an extreme measure to a potentially temporary issue. Is my thought.
An extreme
Not
measure to
saying-
potentially. I
not
guess
saying-
life is temporary. If they commit suicide, they won't hate their body.
That's not what I mean.
I think, like, back to your original question about whether it's nature or nurture, I think everything is like, everything, in my opinion, is nurture, but the like likelihood of things happening is modified by that I mean maybe genetically you're more likely to have some sort of gender dysmorphia, for instance, but I think that it really does come up to like the experience that you have after birth that really affects it. It's like,
I agree with you on that, James.
this
That is my
identity is
opinion.
100% nurture. So how can having an identity opposite your gender possibly come from birth? I cannot possibly imagine. At the same time,
So, what is the argument? It's like there is biological sex, which gets complicated and messy. But there's also gender identity, which is also complicated and messy. And they are two individual things.
I'll be honest. I thought biological sex was not that complicated. To
I
be
didn't
honest,
think it was that complicated.
Hey.
either.
Okay.
I
Yeah, no,
assumed
like-
it was.
It's
List.
one or
okay,
zero,
okay.
or maybe in between.
Yeah,
Okay.
literally
Engineer.
that.
Okay, engineer and bartender. List all the sexes by allele types.
Oh,
Allele?
Jesus fucking
What the
I'm
hell
not
is an
about-
allele?
I'm not going to go into that.
No, okay, fine.
An electric
Chromosome.
allele?
Fine. Chromosome types. Chromosome types. I'll go to
Okay.
chromosomes.
Well, hold on.
XY.
fucking biology.
There-
Bro, what the fuck,
XXY.
bro? What is this?
It's X.
We're not in
X,
high school anymore,
XY,
boys. We're in the real world.
And then X.
And then there's like some
Ah.
threesomes of gender.
No, you can have up to like 5.
What?
Right.
Okay, so I know
Isn't
what
it
happens
just
if you
a
have
combination of X
three.
and Y?
But what happens
Yeah,
if you have
basically.
4 or 5? Is it like a
Okay,
super syndrome?
I never really researched.
Or
this,
is it
I
like
just-
even numbers
facts.
like turn you into a average person? Odd numbers.
What you're saying is we
a
can
non-average
actually make
person.
femboys.
well, no, like femboys do
It
exist, Eric. Fun fact.
Yeah.
There are symptoms like Klinefelter's, I believe, is the XXY.
Hmm.
There are also people who are, what is it, like XXX is weirdly common because there's basically no
XXX.
symptoms.
You're like an Uber man, Uber woman,
No.
rather.
Oh man, I was shopping with my mom for back to school stuff today, and the checkout lady was like, "Oh wow, you're gonna make a great wife one day. You can cook and clean."
What the
Like-
fuck?
Like to who? Your mom or you?
So base.
Me.
Oh,
She
okay.
looked at me. I was wearing a button-up, beard,
be-
short hair,
Flattered if somebody said that to me.
and she
Yeah,
was
I
just
think
like, "Wow, you'd make a great wife one day." Oh,
think
sorry,
I
I mean
get-
husband.
I think I get flustered.
Sorry, did she say? Oh, she said wife. Oh, my bad,
Fuck
husband.
off, Douglas.
Yeah.
I think you
Douglas
were.
would get flustered, yes.
I think that was flirting, Nick. I think you should get their
Oh
number.
my god, bro.
She is not attractive.
Oh, you don't get
Uh,
to- I thought you were gonna say she's like too
No,
old for you
no,
or something. She's just
objectively-
like, nah, she's ugly.
objectively.
What the fuck? That's
You don't
crazy.
get to decide
Objectively.
that. Who decided that?
Me,
Nick-
objectively.
Right there, right then and
No,
there.
no, that's subjectively.
No. Nick is an authoritative opinion on this.
Or like, is it so decisive? Anyways, we can move on. This.
Anyway, so- You can be
Um,
biologically male and have XX, by the way.
that shakes my very foundation to the core.
You damn conservative. Learn some
So-
actual advanced biology.
Well, I guess
Is biology fake then? What
I
is,
do
what
feel
does
like
that even
there
mean
being
anything?
like 8 or 9 different possible biological sexes still isn't that complicated. More than 2, but
I agree.
not that complicated.
That could
Hey,
be
it
considered
puzzled
advanced
you.
biology.
Well, I didn't
could
know
give
they
you some-
existed.
Yeah, but that's
I'm
because
not
it was new
confused.
information. It wasn't known information.
feel
I
like-
agree. Gender can be a social construct, but biological sex is biological.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for my biology lesson. Wink, wink.
Oh no,
Nice.
Oh,
guys, we're about
really?
to experience a real life femboy.
Maybe the Finnish are right. Oh no, not the Finnish. The Icelandic.
I don't want to know what you're implying here.
It's
I
just it was just the
kinda
last
do.
I kind of know what you're
the
saying,
last
but I
podcast.
don't think.
You don't think? Should fix that.
No, head empty.
Perhaps I will be more.
No, the
specific.
thoughts fill the head and then it hurts. I don't want to think. You can't make
The
this.
Spartans were right, Nick.
Like, I agree. I don't like thoughts. Wait, hold on.
Anything too complicated gets tossed onto the cliff with the rocks.
Oh, you guys should join
Eric
us for
is the
secret.
local conservative.
How did we get
Damn
here again?
right.
Sorry?
There was a train of thought we were on, and it just kept derailing over and over and over until eventually we
Oh,
got to
yeah,
freaking
you guys were
how
talking
many
about like
biological sexes are there.
Right.
Oh, nature versus nurture.
Yep.
Friends.
yeah, and then I was like, hey, nature isn't that simplistic.
I don't know. What's weird is like it's biological and non-biological because there's obviously a balance of hormones, and I think that can affect a lot of functions of the body, the human experience, the mind. But then none of that really matters in the face of how much I think society shapes you as a person.
I agree.
Like I think you could untrain any behavior from any person, no matter how they are biologically, unless it's literally physically possible.
I will disagree slightly on that. I don't think you can untrain the behavior. I think you can just train the person to think it's something else.
Sorry, that's what I.
Wait. What's this about training people?
Are we clicker training people?
Douglas, no, please,
Like,
please. Can we,
I think
can we
that
not
there is
go down this path,
of
please?
all the ways that you could
We're gonna
raise
put you in a
human,
collar.
I think there's a subset
No,
that could apply to anybody and make them behave like a woman. And I think that there's a subset that
I
makes
agree.
anybody behave like a man, and like no
So
matter
you're saying
who you are.
women behave like women genetically?
No, I'm saying that anybody
No.
could be a woman psychologically.
Yes, I agree.
Anyone can be a woman psychologically. Yeah, sure.
If you're trained in a behavioral mentality to actions that you associate you regularly do to be associated to being a woman, I think I agree with James. You can train anyone to be a woman.
It'd be fascinating to like.
I don't
Yes,
know how to
that's
feel about
bad.
that, but I agree.
Are you saying that somebody's training trans people?
Like yes, like quite literally
That's
yes.
what you want.
Not
That's what they
consciously
want.
or on purpose, but like
What?
rather it's like society and chance trained them to be that kind of person, and that's like just
You're saying
that's
it's
just a thing.
Interesting. You're saying that society brought upon trans people, not that trans people wouldn't exist without.
Well, no, what we're
Society?
saying is the thought to be a trans person exists naturally, and society conditions that into being more sought after.
Possible. I think
Interesting.
is the better way to phrase that, but yeah.
Like my opinion is the thought that maybe I'm not a man, I'm a woman, is a natural thought that can occur, and then society nowadays can enforce that into being like, no,
What
I
do you mean
am a woman
nowadays?
over a man.
Emperor Neo turned a boy who looked vaguely like his past wife into a woman.
Yeah, but I don't think that was consensual from the man who was turned into the woman.
It isn't.
Exactly.
That's a very like prominent historical record of okay,
Yeah.
boy, you're being trained to be
But
white now.
there's a difference between
Yeah, you're proving my point.
acting and actually feeling mentally, and they definitely
Well,
were eventually.
There were also like there are historical records of people being like, oh, I like this gender norm or this sex norm more, so I will do this.
And I'm saying that that can be a naturally occurring thought, but what I'm saying is that the prevalence of it nowadays is because society has adapted to both hate it and love it is my type of thing.
So
because
Conservatives
society
do get off
enables
to it
it,
quite a
there
bit.
are more trans people
what
that
would
can
be
exist and do have that
fascinating
thought of maybe I am a woman when they are a man.
if we like somehow
Biologically.
disassembled gender role, I feel like it's going to be the end of the world. And what I mean by that is birth rates are already lower in a lot of educated communities. And so if all of a sudden, like you biologically are no longer, or sorry, societally are not forced into a role that's attracted to another role, like the subset of people you're interested in is going to shrink and shrink and shrink. I think that birth rates are going to shrink as well, and we're going to like pass below a threshold. Humanity's just going to die.
No, I think we're just
That's
gonna
where
have,
you're wrong.
Have you heard of male pregnancy?
What's like right now? I've been
Yeah.
raised to be like, a
Right.
straight guy, and now I've got like 50% of the world's population is in my strike zone. Now imagine if there was no gender roles, no like conformity, and I'm still me as I am today somehow. Then I have all of a sudden so many fewer people conforming to this thing that I find attractive anymore.
Huge.
And then all of a sudden, like, listen, I'm already not popular with women. Imagine if there was no women anymore. There's just people. Who am I going to be unpopular with? Everybody.
Well, that's where you're wrong. It's not that there's gonna be no women. You'll just have a new term that you're attracted to. Like it might not be like men and women. I'd be like
Well,
C2Bs
Nope.
and like
I mean,
one
yeah.
MAs.
Yeah, it's true. It's
Guys,
just like
women
how
are
many
so good,
fewer
they give you
C2Bs are
two.
there? I mean, could be.
It shouldn't matter because your attraction to them wouldn't change.
You know, that's an excellent point. Is if everybody can be true to themselves, maybe everybody would be that much more attractive, and it's the opposite problem.
Nick, take the backpack, goddammit.
Yeah, maybe it's not convergent, but people will not divergent. People will
Well,
converge
James,
on the
think
more
about it like
attractive
this.
traits.
If like you're thinking of it like, oh, I'm a straight male and I'm attracted to straight females. If you just remove the straights and
Why
just
did you add
male
white
or
to
female,
that?
Just
I'm-
remove this.
perhaps
I'm
perhaps
direct-
your
Wait, why did you say straight white male?
no,
attracted to
I said straight male and
No,
straight.
you said white.
female.
You added white.
I
to
did
that.
not say white. You
It's because
imagined I
they
said
they
white.
just come together. But anyways, that's not
They're a package deal. They're a package deal. Anyway, what I'm saying is, you're viewing the if everyone lost the gender role, there'd be less. I'm saying it'd be a more specific demographic. You wouldn't have less choices. You'd have more specific choices that are also attracted to you.
Why do I feel like your search history's interesting? Like I have
Okay,
not.
listen.
thought of
It's
this
not.
that much.
It's not what it looks like.
What?
All I'm gonna say,
That's
all I'm gonna
not
say, Nick,
rude.
is if you listen to what I said, you would realize there was not that much thought put into it.
So like, this is me, and this is who I'm attracted to. Is this whole circle? Now there's
Yeah.
the same number
Oh, I'm
of
not
people,
in stream. What are you doing?
Drawing. Now there's
Can
me.
you stream it on Discord so I can see?
This is my like strike zone, but the people who were constrained to this by society converging them on a certain image, now that force no longer exists. So there's way more people all over the spectrum. Like the number of people in my circle that I'm looking for goes down. That's I think what's happening. Now what I think is actually going to happen is my circle probably looks like this, but there's nobody out here because like super women don't exist. And then they will in the future. So I'll actually have
That's
more
fine.
women that I'm attracted to. That's another possibility. I'm just saying. Anyways.
My saying is
What
what I'm saying is that instead you're like your first example, that is true, but instead it'd be like this is you, this is your subsection, like this circle, but
Mhm.
this subsection is attracted to this, is what I'm saying.
So at the end of the day, am I getting more or less action than I am today?
You're getting none, so you might actually get more.
Okay,
That's what
that's
I'm
fair.
saying, yeah.
Everything is greater than 0. That's a fair point. Also
Like,
sad.
In the current example, you're attracted to a subsection. The subsection might not be attracted to you, but in the new subsection, there's less options, but those options are attracted to you.
The real problem is my prime subsection always turns out to be
God damn, do I agree?
tragic. Paradox. You know what?
I don't have
Well,
fruit.
to be
Take it.
honest, the personality traits that define a lesbian person tend to be ones that correlate to what we find attractive.
So are you thinking that maybe the circle that I'm attracted to is actually somewhere in between female and male? And that maybe people
Most
are
likely.
more into
Most
it?
likely.
You know what? Maybe you've got a point.
I don't know. You've kind of convinced
So-
everyone that you're bisexual without saying it, and then you have to
I'm
defend
not.
that you're straight.
No, he's attracted to bisexual people, and more specifically,
Uh,
women leaning.
We cooked chat.
No, No, not women leaning. Women. Just women. What do you, what do you mean? Anyways.
No, women leaning bisexuals, James.
Oh, I see. I see. Well, no. Okay.
You're attracted to
whatever.
bisexual women who
I'm good.
lean more towards lesbianism.
So we were talking about this because we were wondering what age you should be allowed to like make permanent life
Consent.
decisions. Same time,
Yes.
isn't every behavior I make permanent? Like every extra calorie I eat impacts my weight for the rest of my life. Every small like every day I don't spend
That's
studying
assuming you're
arts,
not burning
I'm a worse
calories.
artist in the future. Every day that
James,
I
I
don't
don't think you're old
work
enough to make your
harder,
own
I'm
decisions.
poorer in the future. That's what I'm saying. Like there are physical changes you can make, but every choice you make is permanent. So should we just stop children from being autonomous?
I think we should
Are
just stop-
children
I think,
people?
I think we should just stop children.
But how do you
Right.
mature to make good decisions if you can't make decisions? I actually think that we should lower the ages of all of these things, except for consent, so that we can,
That for
It's covered,
so
it's
that
covered.
children can experience things earlier in life and learn how they work. I think that the earlier you go through an experience, the easier it is for an authority figure to help you work through it.
So here's a question I had, and it was a thought process of, because I haven't researched this as much as I probably should as a bartender. My question was, how does alcohol affect the mind, like chemically?
You cannot consent if you're drunk.
Well, I'll tell you
No,
right
I
now.
no. How does it affect the mind chemically? Not like, oh, does a drunk person consent or anything like that? How does my brain fogginess when I drink alcohol? How does that actually come about? That
Oh,
was
Well,
like-
you
my
see, it's a
thought
blood
process.
biology.
You're injecting it into your neurons.
Like, what does it do to them?
Sorry, what? You cut out. Say that
Poison.
again.
Poison.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, but how does the alcohol molecules like break apart and connect to the hemoglobin and that gets transferred to your brain? Is that how?
Okay, you need to ask me to research these things before an episode. I am not a doctor.
Really? You don't know this? This isn't on hand?
How does it
No, I don't
attach
drink
to-
alcohol.
It doesn't attach to hemoglobin. It's just in your blood.
interferes with communication between brain cells by affecting neurotransmitters. That doesn't really mean much yet.
Yeah, remember when I said poison? Yeah, that's the Google definition of like how alcohol hurt poison.
Oh, this is like such a non-scientific explanation. That's not.
Well, that is also the AI. You could probably find a more specific document that goes into it.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
Yeah. Because my thought process was, could you make a product that, let's say, like it's a patch that you stick on your neck that removes the alcohol from your blood as it goes to your brain?
No.
What is the enzyme? Alcohol androgenase?
That's why I don't know. That was just a thought.
Like,
could
no,
you
you
do
can
that?
just take alcohol enzyme and it helps.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah. You don't put it on your neck.
It's like
Well,
lactose.
I'm
it
not
was a
saying put it
thought.
on
It
your
wasn't
neck.
saying why doesn't that work. It was like, just could you? And the answer is yes, you can.
Could you drink like alcohol-free alcohol? It's like lactose-free milk.
Oh, yeah,
Add the enzyme early before
Yeah.
you drink it.
James,
Yeah,
yes,
it's
you
called,
can drink
methanol. You should drink
alcohol-free
methanol.
alcohol.
You should
Okay.
drink methanol.
Meth? I don't do meth.
No, you should drink methanol.
I'm sure
Do
it
not
tastes
drink the methanol
I'm sure it tastes great.
Tastes exactly like alcohol.
until
It's extremely poisonous.
That's why I inhale hand sanitizer at work when I can't.
no,
drink.
that's ethanol.
And sanitizer? No, that's often IPA.
I have ethyl hand sanitizer.
Yeah, but it's often IPA.
What the fuck are you guys on about?
That's in India
Like Indian Pale Ale? James, shut up.
Ale.
That was
It is
mine.
not Indian
What
Pale
the-
Ale.
I said that.
Huh?
You can be twins.
IPA is isopropyl alcohol.
It is also
does
in terms of booze,
ISO get its own letter.
Indian
It's like a
Pale Ale.
prefix.
Sorry, what? What did you ask?
Who?
Nice.
James, I'm talking to you.
Me? Oh, why does isopropyl alcohol? Iso is like a prefix. Why does it get its own letter?
because propyl alcohol is different from isopropyl alcohol. Propanol has the alcohol group on the end, while isopropanol has the alcohol group in the middle.
Rest
Hence the
kissing.
iso.
What was that?
Twins.
Rest kissing.
Very nice.
No, I actually did not. What are you?
You're having a hot, steamy makeout session with James.
What? I'm not in stream. I have no clue what you're like. Schizophrenic hallucinating about.
I'm not invited. What the
The
fuck?
age of consent has been decreased to 0. Consent is
What?
What?
the consent to
I think you should speak carefully.
Man,
I don't think he should be allowed to speak. Can we take away his mouth?
Math. Wow.
Oh, I'll take away his mouth, all right.
You guys remember back in the Minecraft days,
Oh my god.
we playing a server together?
I'm
Which
just
one?
scared of where you're going
Like
with
way
this.
way
Which
back in
one?
way back in high school, back in the golden 2014 era.
Mhm.
Oh God.
Well, I joined it late, but I do remember.
I'm just thinking back to how much fun it is to have control. You know what I mean?
You want to play God again? 'Cause you were a menace. You are an asshole.
It's just so great that I can say anything I want. Nobody can shut me up.
I can give you control.
Oh boy.
Wait, I can't. What we really need is a drawing filter that goes over top of the characters that are talking on the stream.
Yes.
Because I want to be able to like draw angry eyes.
Why am I angry?
I don't know, but speaking of, Danny looks so out of place compared to our emojis. Like we're all happy
Have
having
you
a good
ever-
time.
Because he's the
Danny's
only one
resting
not
face-
smiling. He's the only one not smiling.
Danny's resting face is like, what the fuck am I doing here? Who invited me?
Wait, no, that's
Bro.
accurate to Danny though.
Mayhaps, but like still.
Honestly, this is how Danny reacts to our conversations.
This is
Okay,
lore accurate emoji.
It's
It's just the
Oh.
1,000-yard stare, just over and over again.
This,
Dude, I brought up chromosomes and Danny went blank.
no,
True.
maybe.
Danny, how many chromosomes do you have?
More than you.
I thought so.
Hmm.
Anyways,
Okay,
Harry, you
so-
brought up Iceland earlier.
Yes, I was just recalling our previous.
No, I
conversation.
was playing off of your joke. It was a
Okay.
callback.
Okay.
Because
Are
like your joke
chromosomes,
was chromosome related.
Yes, it's okay,
Is-
Nick. Danny's the pug of our group.
Don't say that. You can't say that.
Oh my
That's so
God.
fucked up.
You-
What the hell?
You are the worst human being.
Anyway, that's what hospitality does to you.
It does
That's
what?
the opposite of hospitality.
Makes you cruel?
Yes.
Yeah, fair enough.
Insane.
Or honest. Let's say honest. Or is that rude too?
No, it's cruel and honest.
No.
Damn.
We're honest.
And
Are-
you might
are-
think that's not antidote or like an oxymoron. Opposite. But it's just the truth.
I wouldn't have said that. I agree. Nick, as our resident biology expert, are chromosomes a like whole number? Do they
You
to be-
have a person with a degree in biology here.
Yeah, but Douglas is like vibing. I don't want to disturb his thought.
What do you mean by what do you mean disturb my thought process?
I don't know what's going on, but I feel like you were still caught up on like the control discussion or something.
I think he's calling you head empty.
He doesn't want to fill your
My
head with
head is
anything.
full of stuff.
Is it alcohol?
Anyways, the chromosomes. The chromosomes. Can you only have 1, 2, or 3, or 4, or 5, or can you have like 1.3?
7.
Can you only have 1, 2, or 5? No.
That's
There's
not
like
even
no.
a question.
What?
No, it
What,
is.
James?
Like,
No.
I don't understand what a chromosome is, so I don't know if you can have like a partial one.
To the makeup of your genetic information.
Yeah, and there's a lot of that, so why can't I have a little bit more than a whole?
Because you'll be
amount?
stupid.
It's like literally autism, bro.
Because you'll be stupid.
It's not literally autism. That's not what it
No.
is.
No, that's how it was
No.
explained to me. Bro.
That's
Okay.
because
No,
you are
autism is
a
not
kid.
extra genetic.
You're
What are you talking about?
thinking
I
of a
don't
different.
know. That's
You're
why
thinking
I'm
of a different
confused.
thing.
Hey,
Danny,
Danny,
it seems
are you
it seems like you
familiar
were
with
given one too many
trisomy 21?
vaccines.
With what?
Trisomy 21.
I don't know what that is.
Down syndrome.
Chromosome? It's not chromosome.
Oh, I see.
Chromosome.
Are you talking about a chromosome, a chromatid? Like, what are you talking about?
Oh. Yeah, it's with an M, James.
What is a chromosome? What is a chromosome? AI review. I hate AI. So stupid.
Grok,
Mhm.
what is a chromosome, and why do I have so many?
Oh, Jesus
Wait,
Christ.
there's 22
Fuck, how do I get more
paired
chromosomes?
Oh, and
Yes.
one pair of
So
sex.
what's 20? So
I
what's
see.
so what's 20 times 2?
Oh, so you can have several of them because you've already got 20 fucking 2. It's just that only 2 of them belong to the sex.
No, you have 22 times 2.
Sorry,
It's
whatever.
pairs.
Okay, so you can't have a decimal. Is that because they're like wrapped up in a neat package that can't be broken or something?
No, you can have a decimal.
Yeah,
You can't.
it's called damage to the genetic
You
information.
people just
Okay,
call me
so-
crazy.
No.
First things first, that AI overview said you gain 23 from each parent, and then said people have 22 times
it's-
2.
Okay, so they're paired. You gain 1/2 from mama, one
Yeah,
half
one half from
papa.
data. Yeah. And you gain 22 in total, or 23 in total from each
They
parent?
pair and match, and oftentimes it is 22 plus sex chromosomes because
Your
the X and the
chromosomes
Y.
have sex with each other, and that's what makes you you.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Odd.
Meow.
Had enough time to eat myself.
Meow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did we reach a consensus on the hourglass bed wine?
It was just like a short topic. It wasn't that long.
Yeah.
We can go on to a new topic.
Can
Have you guys
like,
watched K-pop Demon Hunters?
Yes,
Yes, and it's
No.
glorious.
it's
You
pretty
guys
good.
should watch it.
I'm
It
gonna
is.
watch
It's
it
getting a
eventually.
sequel, James.
It's getting a sequel. It just came out.
It's getting a sequel.
It's getting
Yeah,
a live
and
action.
greenlit a
apparently.
sequel.
Wow.
It's getting a live action.
I mean,
as
it
well,
makes sense. Like
apparently.
everybody
Wow.
freaking knows what it is. All the songs were like top of the charts. Like, yeah, it was a phenomenal.
James, might I suggest something?
No.
You might hate it, but you could do that and just change your Discord from dark mode to light mode, and then you'll have a white background on it.
No, do not change your Discord to light mode.
I will do it temporarily.
I have to leave the
Do it.
podcast. Not because of
Do it.
anything Eric said, but
Wait,
James
Put it into a.
What
Put
the
it,
fuck
put
is
in a
this?
Honestly,
No.
wouldn't that be the line? It's like
Does
nothing I've
anybody
said will cause me to
use
leave,
this
but
in
light
light mode?
mode, God, I can't handle it.
Does anybody use what?
Does anybody actually use Discord light mode? This looks crazy.
no.
It's for accessibility, yes, mainly.
Like I use light mode on a lot of things. Discord is wrong.
It's mainly accessibility, and then they're very tiny, small people who need to be psych evaluated use light mode.
You guys use Ash,
James-
Dark, or Onyx?
James- Am I saying that right? You're
Oh, I might
drinking
use
White
Onyx.
Claws.
Is that the one that's not as like
I
dead
am
pixel looking?
drinking. Onyx
No,
is
I
like
use-
black, Dark is gray, and Ash is.
I have
like
nitro. I have nitro, so I use Midnight Purple.
I just turned on Midnight
Oh.
Purple as well.
Damn, I have never been so tempted to call you that one word.
I haven't had
Yeah.
to pay for nitro for like 4 years. It's pretty
I'm
good.
switching to Strawberry Lemonade.
Damn, Douglas, you just got out fruited by James.
What did you do?
Strawberry.
What did you do?
Lemonade. Should I be desert?
I'm kind of jealous.
Wait, I could switch it to.
Okay,
What did that?
here's an intermediate topic while James goes through this. Recently at work, I had one of my brides turn
One of
into
your brides? Damn, Eric.
one of my brides get into
Yeah.
a car accident while turning into our parking lot at work.
They turned into a parking
Nope.
lot.
Yeah, and got hit by a car while doing it. So,
Noob.
so what happened was they still did the wedding. My question is, would they continue with the wedding, or would they like call off the wedding if they were more religious?
What?
What does that have to do with religion? Explain.
If I'm going to get
Parking lots are
married,
the work of
and
Satan.
as I'm turning into the wedding chapel, I get hit by a car, is that God telling me I shouldn't get married, or God telling me I should?
I mean, that it just depends if you take that as a sign, no? Like,
Yeah, so are
Depends
they
if,
more
like-
likely to take it as a sign if they're more religious or less religious?
I don't know. I'm not religious. I would still take that as a sign that, like, maybe I should rethink it and, like, take
Sign you
one
should shut
day,
the fuck
say
up.
I'm stressed or something. Actually, wait, no, probably not, because
We're all
there's like a lot of
stressed.
commitment. I don't know. Good question.
Yeah, that's why I asked it.
Clearly, you don't own an air fryer.
Well, those were my
Oh, that's
thoughts
right.
on it, Eric.
My thought process is a extremely conservative religious person would take it as a sign to not get married if they already had doubts. A more liberal conservative person would view it as a go ahead because they got hit by a car and they're still here, so they're doing the right thing. And a non-religious person having doubts would fake being religious to get out of it and use that as a sign. That was my thought process. If I don't really know if I
Okay,
want to get
found the button.
married and I get hit by a car, okay, I will use it as an excuse to not get married right now. If I believe 100% God sends me signs and I get hit by a car on my way to the wedding, okay, I'm calling it off.
So was God driving the car?
Nope.
Excellent question.
So God was not driving the car. So how is it a
It's-
sign
it's-
from God?
It's
Take
like
the
of that guy
wheel.
of like,
Jesus,
hello,
take the wheel.
I accidentally
Pretty
fell
much.
accidentally fell and ate a kebab with 14 ounces of tahini and 4 liters of water. Should I continue fasting, or is it God Himself who has fed me? Some crazy. It was better than that. It was like he was like asking a rabbi, and the rabbi was like stun locked by this guy's comment.
Oh, I knew some. What do you call them? Muslim people in Israel, and when they would fast, sometimes food would fall in their mouth, as you do, because
Yeah,
you know,
that's God
sometimes you
telling
get,
you to
like,
be fed.
Sounds like
just
something
like-
Yeah,
Israel
but
would
it's
do.
like
soaking with food.
they would like confess to their rabbi or equivalent as saying like some food fell in my mouth, man. I'm so sorry. Like, you know what? That's just the way it goes, brother. Like,
Wasn't having sex with my
then
girlfriend.
they
My
would
friends were
give
just
them
jumping
some,
on the
like,
bed and it
religious
slipped
doctrine
in.
and stuff. I
Exactly.
don't even remember.
Soaking the Amish way.
Then
What?
someone's
The
wondering
Mormon
why
way.
the cat is being punched.
Mormon, not.
No, please don't do that to me, Nick. That motherfucker.
It's not being punched. It's being grungled. Get with the times.
What is a grungle?
It's what's being done to the cat.
I don't believe you. On principle.
Where is this cat?
It's on the stream. I also put it in
Oh,
stream
not
chat.
in the stream.
Why aren't you
It's in
watching
stream
Magma?
chat as well.
No.
It is in magma.
Uncle friendship.
Oh, excuse me. Jesus.
Alright, James. What's up with this topic?
Wait, no, I think it's my turn. My topic was next.
No, your topic's a whole dedicated episode.
No, it's the mid-roll of each episode. You get the podcast around my
You
topic.
get the podcast
True.
around.
That's hilarious. Alright, what's your topic subsection, Nick?
James,
Yeah.
do you have any more questions before DK? Anything?
No.
Well, mid-roll over. That was quick.
All right, great.
Nice. Alright, what's your topic?
What do you think my topic is?
Well, my guess was childcare in per country per dollar amount.
Fascinating. Let me open with a question. What is your ultimate goal in life?
Die.
Blackjack and hookers.
Perish.
Okay, you guys get eliminated. Douglas, what is your goal in life?
I want to be a director in something. Like not like a Hollywood director. I mean like a fucking like pharmaceutical director. Shit.
Yeah, like
Oh, nice.
business.
He wants to
money.
make the big bucks.
Money. business.
I
Danny?
want to be that. I want to be the guy, you know.
I do know.
Me personally, I don't know. I just want to make the world a little better.
A little better?
All right, wrong
How much
answer.
is-
You're
how much is a
moving
little?
off the island.
Get him out. Kick
Yeah.
him.
How much is a
I
little
know,
better?
right?
Like, what's the minimum before you consider yourself a failure?
Wait, what?
Minimum?
Yeah.
Minimum to consider yourself a failure.
Well, he says he
Yeah,
wants to
'cause
make
we
it a
already-
little bit
we already
better.
dis-
How much is a little bit?
Well, I would consider myself a failure at like homelessness.
So a little bit better, as in just like
Base.
you.
Danny, that's so
So we
based.
can
You have no
find a
idea.
middle
fair enough,
ground.
fair
How
enough.
would you like? How would you like to live in my shed?
So my
Danny, what do
my
you find a home?
Is a home.
Like
Is a
some
tent
place
a
to
home,
live,
Danny?
bro.
Is a tent a home?
Okay, bro, listen.
You're
Or is a
houseless.
home
You're
more
never
metaphysical,
homeless.
like where you're from? It's where you're from, your home. Danny.
Bro,
Okay,
oh
okay.
my
What
god,
about
I just said I would like not be a failure. Okay, whatever. Fuck
what,
you
what
guys.
about my
probably.
car? Would you live in my car?
Probably not. No.
What if you lived in a car? Would you consider
Is
that
a
a
car
home?
a home?
It can be if it's an RV, I guess.
Do you consider
you
my
own the car,
embrace
it's your
to be a
What if it's a
home?
big truck? Like, what if it was like a big truck that carried a shipping container?
Oh shit! Now you're talking my
Uh,
language.
What if it was? Yeah, kaboom.
Now we're talking
What?
language.
So my topic is, what are the obstacles to people achieving the roadmap of their dreams? A lot of emojis for that. I know. I'm sorry.
Alright, hold on. Hold on.
What?
Are these obstacles children, money, old age,
Well, no,
and I don't know what the
the-
hand is.
The map represents the
Yeah.
path from going to young to old, like to your where you currently are in life to your end goal, and the hand is the
The
obstacle.
only, the only,
Okay.
the only,
And what's the money? Is money just step
That's
through
a
profit?
part of my goal. Maybe not yours,
right
but
now,
it is
the
mine.
right now, the biggest obstacle is that there's already currently a director in the company.
Hmm.
I had to do
Easily
something about that.
overcome.
Don't worry, Douglas. I hear murder is very popular this time of year.
I
No, that is
didn't hear
valid.
that. but
That
if
is valid,
something would
but-
happen.
I think where I'm going with this
If
is
something were to unfortunately happen,
like I think everybody has some sort of goal in life. A lot of people don't define it with like numbers and words, but they do have a vibe for what the goal is. And I wonder sometimes what are the things that are blocking people from doing that? Like, what is the next step for people? Why aren't you taking it right now?
well, okay, so we're almost 30.
What?
No,
You
we got
take that
5
back.
years.
You
We
take
got
that back,
5 years till
Nicholas.
we're
Pope.
30.
We're basically
Absolutely
all
not.
30 at this point.
Bro, I'm not
We did
even halfway
run
there
that in
yet.
5 years.
Not even halfway there.
Dude,
Well, my current small goal is to become a senior in my company, which is probably going to happen next year.
nice.
That's the next
Oh,
one.
wait.
Next
Oh
one.
yeah.
And then when I become senior, I can become a supervisor. And then when I'm a supervisor, I can become a manager. And then I can kill the director.
My next
Wow,
I'm
the
glad you
director
took my
seemingly
suggestion
overdosed on this really pure substance that we keep all over the place.
It won't even be that hard, dude. We have literal poisons in the lab that are undetectable. We don't have to use
Nice.
pharmaceutical material. That's easily tracked.
All right, I'll wipe this
Agreed.
VOD when it happens.
Please do.
Sorry, what?
I'll wipe
Just
the
don't,
VOD. That way
even though
there's
this
no
is live,
evidence.
just remove the
Okay.
VOD. No one's seen it.
I mean,
Remove the VOD. No one's
my
seen it.
next step in life is to get swole in my 5-step
Yeah?
plan of life. And so,
We could do that.
That's doable.
you
You
want to
going to the gym?
no,
You want to rock climb?
I don't want to do anything.
Okay,
James,
James,
do you want to go
you're
to the
going
gym?
to cut out all ultra processed food from your diet. You're going to
Okay,
remove
James.
sugar.
James, if you don't want to work out, you can just take steroids. Okay.
Honestly, that's easier.
So
I
I don't.
have
wanna
been
work
tempted.
out,
I don't
man.
need to be that
Cool.
swole, man. I just need to be a little bit swole. Anyways,
No, like actually, steroids are such a cheat.
there
You
was
just put on muscle.
there was a person in my life
Yeah.
recently who sat me down. He's like, James, what the fuck is wrong? what's blocking you from doing any of this? It's just gonna happen. He knows about my 5-step plan. It goes get rich, get house, get swole, get girlfriend, profit. I've already gotten rich enough to get the second step. I got the house.
Was this
Next step
person-
is getting
was this
swole.
person-
We'll keep them anonymous for my own sanity.
Is this person your boss?
Fuck you.
This is something you're Yeah.
Now the next step is get swole, then get girlfriend. It's like there's literally nothing in my way.
Doesn't
Why
have to
am
be
I
in that
not
order,
doing it
James.
right? It doesn't have to be in that order. It's just like it'd
Okay,
be nice to be swole
James,
before the girlfriend.
James,
So,
we're going
I'm
back
gonna
to
be
getting
honest,
you
James.
swole.
You could get
You
a
can do
girlfriend
steroids,
easier
and
than
they'll
you can
just
get swole.
Get you swole.
But
If you do
even,
steroids,
so
you'll just get swole.
like that's an
Simple as that.
oversimplification of my process though, because my end goal, my life goal is to be famous, whether it's through like proper fame or infamy, doesn't matter. Whatever I have to do,
Okay, you'll be famous if
Well,
you commit terrorism.
I
I
would
agree. I was gonna say exactly
Just
that.
getting it out of the way. I heard Eric before he spoke.
like I
Kill the
have a
certain
preference.
CEO and there you go.
I have a preference, which is like doing it the wholesome way, but I can't. It's difficult to
fastest way.
quantify that.
Fastest
You know what I
way
mean?
to become famous is to kill the United States president.
And
Honestly, true.
basically, where I
Yeah,
landed
tried.
during this absolute grilling of a conversation is like I don't want to quantify my goals because that means I can fail. As long as you don't set the goalposts, you can never miss. And I think that a lot of people might be living in the same state that I am right now. Agree or disagree?
Well, that's kind of where
I
my
would
answer
agree.
came from, bro.
I would agree.
And then, like a follow-up to that is,
I'm gonna argue that the not wealth disparity, but if you have majority of your needs met, the ability to set a goalpost that you can dream for / accomplish is easier than if your basic needs are not met.
very valid point.
My face when it's harder in life to be poor.
Sorry, it helps to like have a job.
Honestly,
So, if I like currently majority of modern like young people are struggling in this economy, and because we're struggling so much, we do not have the ability to set a reasonably dreamable goalpost. Like I can't dream to be like like the first man on Mars because I can't dream of making it like the next 10 years in my
I know
economy.
what you mean. I know what you mean because like a lot of people will set the goalpost based on what feels realistic in order to cope with the fact that they don't want to set an unachievable target or what they feel is an unachievable target.
Well, currently I know a lot of people who are in school or / have graduated school with degrees and they can't find work in their degrees for varying reasons. And thus their dream of whatever it was they wanted to achieve seems unrealistic because they can barely get a well enough paying job to pay rent.
yeah, but that all really changes when you actually get a job.
What's also tough is I don't think everybody can achieve their target. It's like if everybody wants to be an astronaut, well, there's only one freaking space program, maybe 2 in the world that's active,
Yeah,
and so not everybody
you
can do
can-
it. So
but you can see the path to being an astronaut as something you could realistically achieve. It doesn't have to happen,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
can believe it will happen. Current economy does not make that believable.
So something that I took out of this conversation is, what if there was a way for society to help us remove these obstacles in a way that benefits itself? So an example is physical fitness is something everybody wants, pretty much universal, obviously, because it's like just better.
Mhm.
Going to the
Dope
gym,
the
like
water mains
like
with
there-
steroids.
that's not what I was gonna say. There's an easy, clear
That's so-
path for
that's
everybody
so
to reach
basic.
physical
I'd love to
fitness,
see a
which is
society
if
that-
you like, there is things you can do to get fit. For the government, it's economical for people to be fit because they're less of a burden on healthcare in the future. So, if there was some way the government could turn the future like money savings and economic benefit into today's benefit for me, I would go to the gym every fucking day. If they took
Sorry, so
the
you
$100,000 they
James,
spend on
do you
me in the
want
future,
you want state-sponsored physical training?
that is exactly what I'm saying. If I got paid $10
James.
every day to go to the gym, I would, and I would save the money for the government in the future.
So you're saying you want like you're saving the government money, so you want the money you're saving the government to
A fraction of, not all of it, but I think if that did
You know,
happen,
you just get a better quality of life if you're healthy.
yeah, 100%. Well,
James,
Is that not worth?
James,
No.
I have a question that leads into a potential side hustle for you.
yeah. Okay, we'll get there in a sec. So, Nick, obviously it is worth. It's just like today's unmotivated brain is more motivated by guaranteed money than like the potential of a fitter lifestyle. That's what I'm saying. I think if the government had a program like that, a lot of people would do it, and everybody, the people and the government, would both be better off for it.
So you think people are more motivated by money than happiness?
They're motivated by
Yes.
immediate gain
Yes.
more so than future potential gain. Yes, I think so.
I agree.
Like I'm
I
not
agree
saying you're wrong or crazy. I'm just clarifying.
Yeah, yeah. So like now take that out of just fitness and apply it to everything. Mental health, freaking education. Like, I think that if the government had a way to incentivize better decisions in people that make society better because that person's better, like, we could just have a more value-driven society.
Now, James, what if I introduced to you something called the social credit system?
No, no.
That's the problem, though.
We already
is
don't pay doctors enough. We don't need social credit.
It's like fitness is universally
what if
beloved,
your
mental health
social credit
is,
went up?
education is, but not everybody like wants everything that the government might prescribe to people, and so the level of autonomy and control that government has is in question.
Okay, but what happens if your social credit is directly impacted by the conditions you're born under and your genetics?
That's
Now,
an
Nick,
excellent
what
question.
happens if your social credit went up based on state mandated healthy things? For example, if I went to my government mandated monthly, weekly, whatever time frame mental like therapy session, my social credit went up. What if every time I went to the gym, my social credit went up?
Like, hold on, are you saying this like to be ironic and saying like this is a stupid idea, or like you actually think it's a good idea?
I can't tell.
I don't know
Well,
either.
current Japanese or current Chinese social credit is stupid. But
That's
let me finish. But I think
like I
think
stop myself.
yeah. I think a theoretical social credit system could work.
That's the problem with communism, man. It's always theoretically it's perfect. In practice,
okay,
it's
well,
awful.
and
Always
theoretically-
fails.
Guys, theoretically, communism could work. Practically, capitalism is not working.
Ah!
True. He's right.
You know what? I should use that as an argument someday. That is the grand
First
debate
base
between my
communism.
boss and I: is communism versus non-communism.
The biggest difference between your boss and you is communism.
Like, he thinks that I am pro-communism. I say that I argue.
You are.
I argue in pro of everything. I'm a devil's advocate, and so
Mhm.
if he's conservative, then I just happen to be communist because it's funny.
Gotcha.
Well, he also like gains a ton from being conservative
Yeah,
because he's a boss.
from
he's
From
the
being
owner.
capitalistic. Yeah.
Yeah, but then why aren't I a conservative?
Because you're not the owner. You work for him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you
like,
don't
In this
but there's
system,
gain anything
there's like
from
15
being-
people who work for me. Like, I would still be better
yeah,
off.
but in this, you
Yeah,
have
but-
capital in the system.
Oh,
but
I
he
see.
has
I
all of
see.
your capital
He has
and
all of the
more.
capital.
Fair, that's fair.
So he benefits from capitalism because he is part of the quote unquote upper echelon. If
Like-
if you just swap from capitalism to communism right now, like as a company system, he would be on the top, so he'd get the benefit from it.
He would lose the most going over to communism.
Yes.
How
So
many
he doesn't want to be a part of it.
How many stars are on the Chinese flag?
I
One?
think
One?
3.
No, it's like one with a bunch
Four.
of small ones.
4.
isn't it?
1 large and 3 small.
I'll
No,
trust
only
you.
one of them is a star.
I swear.
I
No, I'm thinking of Turkey. Sorry.
don't believe it, Nick.
You don't believe in me? I'm fake?
Yes, correct.
Bro, I'm not Santa. Just because I'm called
James,
Nick.
James, it's 1 large, 4 small.
Fuck. Okay.
My belly no longer jiggles like a bowl full of
Well,
jelly.
you know what?
You got it, and they're going down in a line, kind of like in a half moon line.
This is going to be a
What?
China where one of the states got nuked and doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, this is a China where Taiwan got its independence
Oh.
accepted by them.
Fantastic. Why can't I draw anymore? Oh.
Alrighty. Do you think the United States can recover from the detrimental effects of Donald Trump?
Wow.
Yeah, 12 years.
That's a shift.
12 years? I don't think they can, to be honest. I think the 12-year weakness from them is too detrimental.
I mean, as we discussed, every decision
mean
you
by
make
recover
has permanent
from?
consequences that can't be recovered from, and for that reason, Donald Trump has already left his mark.
Like the things that have happened and will affect the future.
Yes, I do not believe the United States can reclaim its quote-unquote superpower status ever.
Really?
End of statement.
You
I
think,
think-
the U.S. is just like a third world country now? Like that's
No, I'm not saying it's a third world country. It used to be the global superpower. I'm saying it can never get to that point ever again.
Dang.
I think it's done too much damage to itself. It was already like riding a line. Like it was only the superpower because of history and like military force. I'm saying it's just all the history it had has just been like cut off.
So you're saying the
because of it.
president has like the precedent has changed enough in the global hierarchy that the states has fallen and it will not recover.
Because previously it's like you've had Republicans, you've had Democrats. They've done different things, but they've generally kept the same mentality throughout history. After Donald Trump, the mentality has done like 180, like 270. Like it's gone like completely different from all previous notions, and that the fact that that precedent now exists, that if a president with this mentality gets elected, this will happen, is something allies now need to consider, and they will not take the states with as much not seriousness but like credibility, because it's like, oh, the current guy who currently is president does all these things. 4 years, it could be the complete opposite. So we can't take any deal we make with them longer than a single turn.
Yeah, reliability has gone down since.
And I think the reliability is the biggest factor in determining if our allies will be
So
accepting.
you're saying
trade.
the country's global credit has decreased.
Yes, the country's global social credit has decreased
Why'd you emphasize the social so much, dude?
because China's watching. They're the next superpower, Nick.
Oh,
Shit, I better draw that 4th star.
Wait, no. I watched that. I watched a Wendover Productions video, and they said no, China won't be.
Hmm?
Due population decline. They did the Great Leap Forward, and then they did like the one child policy, and all of a sudden they
And
have like
took a step back. Yeah.
Like, it's really hard to tell
They,
sometimes, man.
Well, the
Sorry?
issue with that is, Nick, I still think they're the closest to the next superpower because
I feel like it.
Russia fucked itself with the Ukraine war.
How did all 3 superpowers
Um,
fuck themselves so hard in like 5 years?
so
It's wild.
I don't
man.
know. I'm kind of curious. Like, there is a crackpot future where Europe like does something cool.
Like, creates a
And what is
union?
that? What, they reinvade India.
Oh, whoa! British Empire version 2.
Here for it.
Nah, the British can't get functioning currency in place for that.
Oh,
to
that's
happen.
true. No, the British won't. Wait, no. Who is it? Is it Poland that has a really good military right now? Like,
I do think it's Poland
yeah, it might be the Polish Empire this time. Like,
based. So based. It's like it took us 80 years, but now we're ready.
dude,
Hikey.
we've only been defeated every single time we've done anything. It's our
That's because
turn.
they spawned in the worst location for neighbors.
Like, who do you think could
They
be?
spawned against superpowers, and
a
they have
superpower.
planes, and that's it.
True.
I think South America is going to make a big breakthrough. I think they're going to be a
South
future
America?
super-
No,
yeah,
no. South America is not making a breakthrough.
I think they will.
Mexico's having a breakthrough, but it's the cartels that are doing the work.
Yeah, but like that's short-lived. That's a small thing. They've got
Okay,
the
here's a
resources.
question. Do you think cartels are more capitalistic or monarchy based?
Capitalistic,
Capital.
I would assume.
I think it's monarchy based.
But it's like literally formed for money.
Yes,
Well, so are the monarchies, but
so are the monarchies.
Fair.
But
it's
I'm
like
saying
values
that
value. Yeah,
cartel-
you're right.
follow a family system, kind of like the mafia, where it's like you can have a leader and you can have the next leader generally be part of the same family. And it's only when that family is overthrown, like a royal family, that a different.
Like, I didn't think that cartel families lasted long enough to go past more than a generation.
Yeah,
Um,
usually because they had much competition.
like old Italian mob families did. I don't know what the Mexican cartel.
Okay, here's another question. It's based on a series. It's a question that is designed around a world that was thought up in a story I read, which is in this world, gunpowder is incredibly rare, and thus guns and weapons that use it are heavily controlled by the military to the point that only the military has it.
So most countries.
What about gasoline?
No, not most countries. Most countries can find a way to buy a gun. Like criminal empires can find a way to buy a gun. In this world, gunpowder is so limited that like you can't find a way to buy it.
What about like
Oh,
fuel,
okay.
like things that power industry?
So like, what
is
happens if
gun-
I just crossbow?
That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, what would be the replacement for it for civilians and criminal
Crossbow.
organizations?
I guess we would skip to
Crossbow was the
railguns.
gun before guns. The church wanted to ban the crossbow.
Sorry,
because it
did
was
you just
too
say
effective.
railguns, James?
I mean, yeah, we go from crossbows to railguns. We skip the gunpowder.
On it? Hey,
Actually,
he's kind of
yeah.
cooking.
Yeah, he's cooking. Let him cook, bro. Holy.
My second question is, how intrinsic to the Industrial Revolution is gunpowder?
Not very.
Not very.
But now,
So we
if you
can-
expanded gunpowder to just combustibles, then I think you're onto something. Because you could go from
Sorry.
like manual to electric, but Industrial Revolution required combustible things to drive engines and guns.
Yeah, but you'd have to say like all combustible things, and
Yeah.
that's a lot of things.
Well, I don't think you could realistically have a sustainable like world that doesn't have combustible things.
I think you could. It would be
You could,
Some-
but you'd have to go like straight to solar tech,
difficult. Yeah.
solar, wind, water. They
Well,
did have like water power did exist during the industrial
I mean,
revolution. It was
like,
a
it's so-
major contributor.
Well, I'm
so
saying,
easy
could
to
you
set
could
up,
you
that's-
get
yeah.
could you skip combustibles as a scientific progress step
I think so.
at all?
I think so.
Have you been like what's the show that does like nonsense like
Oh,
this?
this
is- Dr.
Guys skip
Stone?
5,000 years into the future.
You're not
with this
talking about-
one invention.
This isn't a show. This is just a book I was reading. That it's like entirely modern society, but guns don't exist because gunpowder is a extremely limited resource.
I don't know who wrote this book, but that sounds stupid as fuck.
Hey, James.
if you're making a fantasy world, like the twist has to be interesting. Lack of gunpowder? Really? Anyways,
That's the question. It's just like
anyways, I don't know how integral gunpowder was to the world, aside from wars. Like maybe empire sizes would be limited by a lack of firepower, and so like we'd be more splintered. But how much does that
well,
affect
it'd be more-
globalization?
Heavily.
well, it'd be more like the way this book said it is that people used like martial prowess to be like the strongest. So like not militaries, but like the police and like mafias and like gangs. It was all who was the best fighter, and that determined power.
Yeah, but
So
like
that
five
was not
guys
a
versus
secret.
Yeah.
one guy, the 5 guys win in fights.
Yeah,
9 times out of 10, if you have a weapon.
Yeah, but like
10 times
crossbow,
out of 10.
you know?
Yeah.
Cross-
So
Yeah.
at the same time, if I have a fully automatic gun and 5 guys are running down the street at me,
I just shoot those 5 guys and
I can
drop
shoot
and go.
myself.
Yeah.
I guess like it
Problem
sounds like gunpowder doesn't really affect history that much at all.
No, it does. You know, like global superpower empires, like the British.
I guess my point is those can still come about. It's just that they would be not technologically advanced based from a gun perspective. I'm curious, like how much that actually affected the course of history.
Yeah, that's what I'm also curious about. Is like if you removed guns, what technology gets developed?
Well,
in
when
place
guns
of it.
really became popular and refined, you lost knights and heavy armored infantry.
Yeah, you lost heavy armor.
Yeah, because it just became too heavy. Now we
Yeah.
have tanks because of that stuff.
But like it doesn't
Yeah,
change
but-
wars. It doesn't change the fact that both sides have relatively
No, it
equal
changes everything about
power
wars.
available to them. It changes
Trench
how they're
warfare is
no,
based
like
on
it changes
though.
how they're fought, but like how does that affect society as a whole?
Well, people will still fight wars. The question is how does us as like I'm not a soldier, I'm not in charge of a government, I'm just average day Joe. How does my life change with the lack of gunpowder?
not much.
Why didn't trenches come about when crossbows were invented?
Because you can block a
Crossbows
crossbow
are
with a
not
shield.
nearly as fast
fair.
as bullets.
Fair.
Like
I can get like a wooden shield and block 6 crossbow bolts.
There's
before
also
it made it
material
crack.
differences. Like materials were still advancing. So
Yeah.
historic crossbows, they pack a wallop. They have kick. They are loud. They're not like a toy crossbow.
But they can still
But-
be blocked.
A musket is a cannon that you hold.
Mhm.
Yep.
And there's a difference between crossbow and cannon.
I think I stand by the fact I don't think gunpowder affects that much. Like, it is insane how much it affects warfare, but the warfare happening I don't think would have changed.
It impacts mining a lot through dynamite and other
True.
explosives.
That's a good.
My real question, my more important question is, can we advance to higher tiers of science without combustibles? Like,
What
we
is a
don't
higher
know.
tier of science, please?
Instead of going from burning charcoal,
Dyson sphere!
we skip straight to solar power. Like, can we create solar power without needing the ability to burn like wood for?
Yeah, I think the answer is no,
Energy.
because you can't work with metal unless you burn something. I think.
Yeah, you have to get it up to like the proper temperature.
Unless like we somehow made a lens to melt it. But how do you make the lens without melting to make glass?
Yeah, how do you
I
find
don't know.
glass without?
Like I don't
Yeah.
I think you have to have combustibles somehow.
But let's say we have combustibles, but we don't have explosive combustibles.
No, you know what? Maybe you don't.
Like-
Like there's a world where you take sand to a volcano to make it into a lens, to make it into a smelter. Like it could happen. It's just so unlikely that I don't think we would have gotten here.
Yeah. Okay, so historically, civilization revolved initially around rivers, because that was meant
And
for
oceans.
agriculture, and oceans for agriculture. If in this world we don't have combustibles, does society start at rivers and progress to volcanoes?
Why volcanoes?
for geothermal like
For
heat
smelting
to process.
capabilities?
Okay, but what
Oh.
happens if we just like took a geyser instead of a volcano?
Yeah, I feel
Well,
like
that's
that'd
a
be a lot
geyser.
safer.
Oh,
Could you
sorry,
melt?
if we
Could you melt
a
metal with a geyser?
No, it's
I
geyser.
don't know. I don't know that answer.
Geyser.
That's a question I'm asking.
Oh, I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah.
No.
I think we would go from rivers to volcanoes, and then countries with both would be successful in the Industrial Revolution.
Countries with boats were already successful in the Industrial Revolution. Like that actually does a ton for them. Look at America. It is a agricultural powerhouse still to this day because of the Mississippi and its basin and its catchment areas and tributaries.
Yeah.
You can access almost all of America by a boat and then either a short train or truck ride.
Yeah.
Like the ability to float grain down that river is one of the major defining like strategic, powerful.
Yeah.
in-
I
in-
agree with the
important
I
term
agree with the
here.
importance of major rivers. My question is, do we have enough volcanoes in the United States to make it a production powerhouse?
Is there any volcanoes in the States?
There's
Yeah.
a couple.
There's
But, like,
there's like
it's no
Yellowstone.
Iceland.
There's Yellowstone. They've got like vents to heat shit up. But volcanoes? Really?
It's no Iceland.
It's no Iceland.
Like where?
So like Mount St. Helens.
I thought that's in Europe.
It's still
Somebody pull up a map. Somebody get the atlas.
No, you're right. It's in Washington State. You're right. I don't know shit about the
I'm
states.
gonna
it
give you
turns
a
out.
fucking globe.
So it is possible to get an electric furnace. That is possible to make, but the question
Yeah.
is, can you get to that without
Yeah.
a volcano?
There are natural magnets,
Without
and
a
you can,
volcano?
and you can spin things
Without a
for free.
volcano. So let me rephrase. Can you make a furnace?
There's
Without
160
combustible.
volcanoes in the United States. Damn.
Yeah, there's a
I
few.
did not know that.
It's no Iceland.
James, this seems up your alley. Can you make a furnace without combustibles in early industry?
So like you can make
Well, like,
electricity
What's
for
your definition
free
of a furnace?
by spinning a magnet. The
Well-
question is, what do you conduct it through without metal? So the question is just how do you get metal into a form you want without combusting?
Can I use natural glass?
I would say yes. You can use natural glass.
Like, yeah, the answer is
Okay,
glass
then I
or
use
volcanoes.
a lens. Like I use the sun. Lens,
Yeah.
glass, sun, heat, melt.
You know what? You can probably do it with water. Like if you were
Ooh,
the
sorry.
shape water in a
I'm
lens
sorry.
shape somehow, I bet you could
I
do
hate
it.
to be that guy,
Yeah.
but the sun is a combustible.
Oh shit!
Valid point.
Nah, I'm not
No,
counting that.
wait,
I'm not
wait.
counting
No,
that.
it's
nuclear
nuclear.
combustible?
It's nuclear, not combustible. You're right.
Nuclear combustible.
No,
Damn
it's
it.
fusion.
It
It's
is.
fusion. It's not combusting. It's fusion.
No, there is combusting as part of it.
Yeah, but who cares? It's mostly fusion.
Yeah, but like the
What is it
1%.
fusing?
Elements. Sorry, atoms.
Element.
It's fusing
Elements.
atoms. It's fusing atoms.
Element.
Atoms, hydrogen.
Yeah,
No way,
hydrogen
fucking
to
Dr.
helium.
Manhattan over there.
Like this. No, I think we're right, Nick. Like the sun would exist without combustion.
You don't have. You have the sun. I will say in this world you have the sun.
Okay, I was about to say if we don't have the sun, we have bigger problems.
If
The
we don't
lack of
Agreed.
combustible.
If we don't have fusion, none of us exist. So like, anyways, like geothermally, you can definitely smelt metal.
Yeah,
And if-
geothermally.
And if you can smelt metal, you can make some sort of electronic system. You just got to get copper in a way that electrons flow when you spin a magnet.
Why do we need copper?
Yeah.
Well, it could be anything, but I think copper is the easiest to get there.
Graphite occurs naturally.
Excellent point. You don't have to smelt shit. Just make a graphite circuit. Yeah,
You can mine it.
you could do that. Yeah, you're right.
Wait, wouldn't like obsidian and other naturally occurring minerals that were used before smelters be the big thing in this then?
It probably
Obsidian's
would
not
be.
naturally occurring.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, obsidian is not
This isn't
naturally
fucking
occurring.
Minecraft, bro.
Obsidian? It is naturally occurring, no? It's just
No, Douglas corrected me.
I really fell for
Volcanoes
my
are
fucking
natural.
debate, you stupid idiot baby man.
that's crazy.
Here's the real question: if combustibles doesn't exist, does oil exist?
You're the one who set
Yeah.
this up.
Well, I guess it depends
What?
on whether or not the oil combusts. Like, is it just an oil that floats, or is it? No, literally, you tell
Do
us.
whales exist?
Like, what's the point of this question?
Wait, Eric,
Hold on,
do whales
Eric.
I don't
exist?
know.
Are whales real? In
Whales are
your
real.
scenario.
That's real.
Whales are real.
Okay. Go search up the whale oil trade.
Nah, I'm okay. I
Okay.
imagine it exists, and I imagine it
Okay.
was popular.
Is combustion
Yeah.
used in natural, like, life anywhere?
What?
Like, does nothing combust in a person? Does anything combust in any?
So wrong.
Am I? I don't know, to be honest. Does stuff combust in me?
Yeah. Have you ever heard of the mitochondria?
I'm a combust in your ass. I got him.
Oh my
I was waiting for something like that. But
Gotcha.
mitochondria.
No, that's the powerhouse
is
of the cell, but
the-
it doesn't like.
Yeah, but like
inflame.
it uses sugar.
That's just chemical.
Yeah, but like so is combustion. Combustion just chemical.
Yeah, but it's like a heat. No, you're right. I don't really know
Yeah,
enough
but
to define the
mitochondria
difference
are
for
what
sure.
produces heat.
You know how much heat is produced, bro? It's a remarkably inefficient process. What do you think happens when you work out? Fucking sweat because your body's overheated.
No, mitochondria do not combust. Is
that what Gronk said?
It's what the it's probably Gemini, I think.
Probably Gemini.
Is Gemini better or worse than Grok?
I'm not sure at the moment.
Less
I feel like
conservative.
the AI overview.
I'll
is
let
not
you
very good.
decide if that makes
Should
it
be
better
changing
or worse.
fast, man. No, combust requires fire. Like fire is combust. I don't think the mitochondria
fire's-
combusts.
Oh man, I had this argument with a chemistry teacher because he was like, so combustion requires a fuel and oxygen, or it's not combustion. I was like, okay, so is rust combustion? And he was like, no.
This actually, I was there. I was there.
It was there.
This was at Trent.
No, you did this in high school as well.
Did I? Oh, I might have done it
Really,
multiple
really
times.
funny.
You were like, I can finally get an answer, and didn't get the answer.
Yeah. No answer for Nick's quandaries.
Here's the
Okay.
question: can society develop without fire?
No.
Didn't we just
Oh,
review
no.
this?
We specified combustion, but we were
Is
just
the
like
sun not
combustible
fire?
material.
I think we just figured out that those
Sun
are the
is
same
not
thing. Combustion is fire, according to Google.
I'm pretty sure
at
the sun
least.
is literally plasma, and that's all fire is.
No,
Like-
no,
Wait,
no,
no,
the sun is
no,
fusion!
incorrect.
It is fusion! Please! Oh my god.
Please! I'm begging you, I can't take it
Which
anymore!
is what? Is
Who
there
are you
fire
people?
involved? You said there has to be fire for it to be combusted.
Yeah, the fucking sun's not combusting!
But you said it's by fire. Is the sun not a big ball of fire?
No! Anyways, can society exist without fire?
You're moving the
Like,
goalposts.
yeah, of
Moving
course
the goalposts.
society can exist without fire. We just like all eat raw
No,
meat,
no,
and
I
there's
didn't
a
say can it
likely
exist. I said can it develop without
yeah,
fire?
like we'd all be way more likely to get freaking salmonella, but I think it would still be doable.
How are we going
Am I
to
wrong?
use grok without fire?
What's like
Okay, Danny, that actually scared me. Like, I don't know what that
My,
was.
James, my thought is
It's the helicopter.
if you
On the rope.
instead of discovering fire first, if you
Uh-huh.
discover like magnetism with water, like I don't know how I do this, but like you get like a leaf with a hole in it and there's water on top of it and sun shines through it and I cook meat with it. Like if I develop that first before I figure out fire exists,
uh-huh.
can I advance from there?
Yeah, I think so.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no,
Like heat is heat.
no.
Wait, I thought it was fusion.
What's heat's not fusion. Heat is a thing that can exist in many forms. Anyways. No, I don't think fire is necessary. I do think we would have all died off if we didn't have fire, but like by
Yeah, that's fair.
happenstance. Not that it's not possible, it's just unlikely.
But no, so like modern humans would not have developed without fire.
But we could have.
Brain
just not that
brain
likely.
consumed too many calorie, jaw got smaller, human got more elegant.
Yeah, but what does fire have to do with that?
Cooking. Cooking was what drove us for modern humanity. Like
What I'm saying is you find how to cook with like concentrating the sun's rays instead of with starting a fire. Could we still advance?
Yeah, the Neanderthals took their glasses off and tried aiming it at the ground.
Exactly.
ah,
Well, it's more
damn,
like
you really got me there.
it's more like you find naturally occurring glass somehow,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
you accidentally make like a magnifying glass with water.
it's like the
Just
fact
by
that so many
James?
animal species continue to exist despite the fact that they don't know how to use fire means that humans could have also.
I want you to take a magnifying glass and cook an egg outside tomorrow.
I could do that.
Well, I could also cook an egg without a magnifying glass on just a really hot, sunny day.
I could also go to work and buy myself a scrambled egg from McDonald's.
Yeah, but the Neanderthals.
Didn't have jobs, Nick.
Yeah,
didn't-
they existed before the invention of job.
I think you're right, unfortunately.
Here's the question: could a Neanderthal crack an egg on a rock and be in like a very hot climate and cook that egg and eat it without fire?
I don't think that like heats of that degree were just like normal to encounter.
Well, probably in like not tropical climates, but like desert climates.
Well, like you can't cook an egg on like the hood of a car. It's really hot, but it's not like that hot, I think. I don't know for sure.
People have done that stuff in Australia when it's gotten like to the high 40s with a lot of sun.
Australia isn't real.
I agree.
It's as real as Canada, bro.
Canada's fake.
Yeah.
Agreed.
See?
We're just Hawaii's hat.
Sidewalks
Nice.
can reach 145 degrees. Eggs have to reach 158, but like apparently it's possible. Yeah, okay. So you could like I don't know if you could do it every day, but you could.
Yeah,
do it.
not every. The question is, can you find that before fire?
Is egg safe for a car?
Is egg safe on car?
Eggs are good for cats. Interesting.
Great.
Interesting.
Glad I asked.
I feel like the AI doesn't really know.
Cat.
Thanks.
Wait, you can see my
So one of
desktop?
the things my brother told me when he was working at a animal rehabilitation is that you can basically feed a hard-boiled egg to any animal and it'll be safe.
Nice.
I
Interesting.
mean, yeah, it's an egg.
Yeah.
Is it just like it's just like protein, I guess?
Did you know
just
did you know you can give water to every animal and they'll be
No, no.
It's called
In
drowning.
water, chimps will drown.
I didn't say drown them. I
Wah,
said
wah,
give them water.
nah.
What is
You could
What does it
you
mean
could drown
to
an
give?
animal with a fucking egg. You
All
just
right.
shove it down their throat.
Here's a
can't give
question
somebody
I actually
water, you can
have
give them a
that can be
glass.
answered by history. I just haven't looked. What came first, the cart or the boat?
The cart.
Oh, that's an interesting question.
Was boat before wheel?
Yes, that is the question.
Okay, Grok.
No, I actually think it probably was. Like
I agree.
imagine you're in
Yeah.
like ancient Polynesia. Like they had rafts and shit going between the islands way before I think they had carts going anywhere. Because carts are useful, but only if you have a road. Maybe.
That's fair. Actually, yeah.
Well, I think what I think of is I think instead of dragging something across ground, they put it
Right,
on
use
planks to like.
Wait,
on just,
whoa.
like, cut
According
trees.
to the AI Google search overview, boats came first.
Mhm.
According to Google AI, one Reddit user said you should kill yourself.
I love that. I love that post so much.
No, I would
think-
I would
I think
agree
that
that I
makes
think
sense.
boats came first. Because I would think instead of it developing wheel, you make like 4 like cut logs and put something on top of them and drag it, and then when you do that on water, you get a
Why are
boat
you-
before
Why are
you
you
get a
cutting
wheel.
the logs?
I think so.
Like you just chop a tree down to put stuff on top of it to
But also,
drag.
like, of course, the boat was before the wheel, or the like. You just put a fucking log in the water. You sit on it. That's a boat, technically.
Yeah, but like you put a
Yeah,
log
but-
on the ground and you can roll something across it too.
That's a wheel.
Yeah, congrats. There's a wheel.
You make
It's
a
just
great
like-
point.
I think it's a lot less functional
If-
that way though. So like you are right though.
if I
It's easier
roll
to
down a
float than
hill-
roll.
Am I a wheel?
Yes.
Yes.
No,
If
Especially
I
don't
float
think.
there's
in
a
water,
stick
No,
for you.
no.
Yes.
if I float in water,
No.
am I a boat?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
But do you float
If
away?
Only if you have something on top of it.
No, you
Do
can't
think
just be a.
somebody stood on top of somebody in water
Nouns.
or
Nouns
fell down
aren't
a
just
hill?
transient like this. You can't just become and unbecome a thing. A wheel is a wheel. A boat's a boat.
What is wheel, James?
A wheel
you
is a
get to
thing
make
that's
wheels?
round that is round. You don't become round.
Okay, what came first? The concept
James,
of a
you're
circle or a
round.
boat?
James, don't be racist.
The concept of a circle.
Like if I define something as this is round versus
who
I
can-
defined a boat.
Yeah, who said you get to decide what's round?
I think that the
I think
concept.
something that's round is something with 4 90-degree corners.
I think a boat came
What?
first because I don't think that you can
Illegal.
define a concept until you have language. Like you need to have
Until it
language
exists?
to communicate a concept, whereas a boat
so you can make
exist
a boat
naturally.
before language is what
I
you're
think
saying.
so. I think that probably happened.
I disagree. I think language came first.
The question is there
Define as language.
is all
Which is
communication
harder?
language?
Floating in the water, rolling down
I
the
would
hill,
define.
or saying this sentence?
Sorry, did you say what came first? A rock rolling down a hill or us speaking this?
It's
Yeah.
very likely that boats came before language and human development, also according to AI.
Really?
I don't.
AI
But
said that
AI
the wheel was invented in
They
Mesopotamia
probably
5,000 years
define
ago.
language as like something widespread rather than like a single tribe uses hand signals to communicate with each other. That's probably pretty early.
I would like if I make a grunt that you understand. I think that's language.
Okay, then do cats have language?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, language definitely came first.
If a cat can
Because cats don't have
communicate to
boats.
Another cat, they have a language.
Yeah, cats don't have boats, therefore language came first.
Like language is something that someone else can understand and respond to it that you understand.
That's like so easy to accomplish.
Yeah, that's why it's a language.
In that case, my literal human male penis has a language.
Explain.
That is you. You are part of that.
No, like if there was a person who could not see the upper part of my body, no matter what they tried, like my dick can communicate feelings and desires to this person without
Okay, if we
my
log-
conscious
no,
involvement
no,
at all.
Communicate one feeling and
Shadows
desire.
on the wall in
And
front of them. They could not move. This is Plato's cave. You are doing with your penis and
I guess-
language.
it's like what I'm saying is like if communicating is extremely easy and low, it's not a hard thing to do. So of course it came first if that's what all we define language as.
Yeah, like sign language. Sign language has no audio, like verbal things. If I
There's-
smack my
yeah.
chest 3 times and you understand what that means, even if it's like not like communicated thoroughly.
There's a difference between that and like erections and cats meowing. Like those are things that are like communicative, but not that much. Sign language is a complex structure.
Language. Like a cat doesn't have like a language that's like he meows 3 times and the other cat knows that it means it's like Tuesday and he's like tired. But like he meows and he knows he's hungry, he's sad. Like he
You're
can
right.
communicate with meows.
I guess the question is, what is the threshold of language then? Like, do you just consider it that easy?
I consider it that easy. Like if
Okay.
thoughts and feelings can get portrayed in a variety of manners, not through the same sound but through different sounds, I think that's a language.
Do you think
Also, I
it's the
said sound, but,
consciousness
like-
of the person doing it that defines it? Like, do I have to
I would
choose
say that-
to
I would
communicate?
like-
Like people have actually defined what a language is.
Yeah, but fuck
People
that.
have defined what a language is.
Like I feel like there's a definition.
But like,
Yeah, but we made that definition.
this is
That doesn't necessarily
yeah,
have to make it
language
true.
is defined
Oh,
by language. Fuck that.
Okay, nothing matters. Every definition's made up. Everything's fake. The world
Agreed.
is only as you
Agreed. I'm
perceive
glad
it.
you understand. I'm glad you understand, Nick.
No, I do see. Like, if it's a conscious communication of efforts, then a boner is not a language. You're right.
This is why you're single.
Bummer.
Oof. I'm sure
What
there's
do
a
you mean?
woman that
This is why I'm
understands me.
single. It's because nobody speaks my language.
Yeah.
James,
You,
we
you
can
speak
get to
Tism a little bit too fluently.
Honestly, let's make that the next podcast. Getting James a Tinder profile.
Bro,
We're
You
gonna
better-
dox James live on air.
you better invite my
Insane.
boss. That's literally
Great.
all he's been trying to do.
Women will find him then.
Yes, yes, because they
I don't mind
definitely
being
want an
doxed.
engineer with a podcast in his 20s.
What? Are you kidding me? Of course they do. An
Compared to-
engineer with
compared
a
to-
house.
Nick, compared to some of the people I meet at work,
Bro.
that's desirable.
Dox my address, man. Tell the world where I live so they can come visit me.
289.
That's my phone number. That's not helpful.
That's part of the
962.
doxing process, James.
10. That's my address. That's the important part.
No, that's 10.
Yeah, I know. There's more to it, but like that's the beginning of my address. I'm just saying it's more important than my phone number.
So his SIN number is
Yeah. What is my SIN number, Nick?
Because you're killing me.
James. I would not even start saying your SIN number if I knew it.
You wouldn't?
You coward.
That's a bit too far.
Huh, now we know.
Is it?
Now we know.
That's how James gets his like identity stolen, and then they get a girlfriend, fake James,
Yeah.
before real James does.
Yeah, stolen by me.
That'd be so sad.
Fake James getting a girlfriend before real James. Anyways, do we have anything else we want to cover in today's episode, or have we like gone through it all? We got pretty deep today.
I beat Peak while we were talking.
Oh, dope. I still haven't gone that far yet.
Really?
No,
Oh, I can spoil the ending for you.
I've only played it once. You can. I don't mind. Not that emotionally important to me.
That's boring now.
Okay. Well,
You shouldn't spoil it.
goodbye.
Okay.
Goodbye, our 3 viewers. Whoever you are.
Hey, for once it wasn't me. I'm not viewing.
Nick says goodbye. Eric says goodbye. Douglas says goodbye. Says goodbye.
Bye bye.
I say goodbye. Goodbye. Wait, I've actually got an ending soon stream.